Hello everyone and welcome back to my summer reading vlog. My name is B13 and today I will be discussing with you chapter 17 through 22 of Kathy Reichs' Déjà Dead. But before I do that, I want to talk a little bit about my upload schedule. This is the first weekend I've done with the vlog and it's not been going pretty well. Since I've spent a lot of time on the weekends with my family, there's a lot less time to actually vlog, and so what I've decided to do is for 5 days, for the weekdays rather, those are the 5 days, I will be posting vlogs, and then on Saturday and Sunday will probably be Let's Play updates. And video uploads. So that is my plan so far, and that may change, but just an update. Also, turns out that Tempe Brennan needs a little bit of help when it comes to finding bodies, because with the help of a dog, the team found 4 more bags in which the body found at the monastery was found in. After discovering the body, the team used a database of the police to try to figure out if there are any connections to previous cases. Or rather, Tempe does that. The other guys just don't do stuff. And then, with the help of Lucie Dumont, who's kind of above La Manche, I believe. I can't remember. I can't remember how far Lucy is in the social order of the police department. She uses a kind of semi-internet or semi-online database because this book is set in 94 and it's written in 97, so they're kind of online, but they're not efficiently. So she searches through the database that they have for cases that involve post-mortem mutilation, or in lay people speak, it's cutting up the body after death. And so Tempe finds that the first case that she ever worked on, the Francine Morisette-Champoux case, happened right as Tempe was moving into Montreal. Had very similar effects, or what's the word? Yeah, effects is the better word, is a good word for what she was for as the other cases. Mutilation post-mortem, as I said, cutting up of bones, especially arm bones, vertebrae, and leg bones, I believe, and insertion of foreign objects around here so that the internal organs, I believe the diaphragm, the stomach, and I think there was some other organ, I think it may have been the liver, ruptured because there was a foreign object, I believe a knife, a Holy Mary statue, and a plunger were used for 3 of the cases. And all 3 were put in about here, and they caused those organs to rupture. Now, the Francine Morisette-Champoux was not the body that Tempe found. That was a body that was already found. As of chapter 22, which is what I read, they had still not identified the body because the body had not had the head in one of the bags. The head was missing, and so that made IDing the victim a lot harder, and they had not done it so far. But also another case which really ties into chapter 20. What chapter 23 leads into is a case of a monkey that was found in a duffel bag on the bus terminal. And Brennan, or Tempe, is searching for the scientists at UQuan, which is the University of Quebec at Montreal, to interview him on that case to see if there's any correlation. I don't really know if there's going to be any correlation, frankly. Then there's also another plot involving Gabi, who's kind of disappeared again from contact with Tempe. So Tempe decides to go to her workplace, Gabi's workplace, I mean, to try to figure out where she is. She meets Poirette and Jewel, who are colleagues or co-workers with Gabi, but they're not really helpful. Neither of them are. Tempe meets up with Jewel afterwards, or about an hour later, and she doesn't really give any useful information to Tempe. But I wanted to point this out because A, it's part of the plot, and B, Jewel actually uses the term cherie, which is a catchphrase of Caroline Julian, who is the district attorney that works with the unit of the FBI that Tempe and Booth and Soroyan work with on Bones. And I assume that that's a line of correlation between the book and the TV series. I'm just gonna assume that. I don't know if that's true. Not really seeing much correlation otherwise, but that might have been just something that the producers decided was good to take from the book. That's basically about it. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you whenever I see you. I can't remember when that's gonna be, but I'll see you on day 5. Bye!